developing news from KXAN Austin News.
Seconds is all it took. Newly released surveillance video showing the moments an arsonist attacked the Texas governor's mansion. Investigators now say the Austin anarchist group responsible for the plot to attack the 2008 Republican National Convention with Molotov cocktails is behind this fire in Austin as well. Hello again, I'm Robert Hadlock.
And I'm Leslie Rohde. We're also getting our first look at detailed sketches of the suspect. This comes nearly 3 years after the attack on the governor's mansion. Our Shannon Wolfson joins us live from outside the mansion now, where crews are still repairing that damage tonight. Shannon?
Yeah, you can see those repairs going on, the scaffolding behind me, but we want to get you to that investigation first. Now, last year, new investigators in this case started poring over 1,900 hours of video surveillance from 6 weeks before the arson until the morning that it happened. They say thanks to some of the video they discovered there, they are so close to solving this case nearly 3 years after it started.
1:27 a.m., June 8, 2008. The flicker in the center of your screen is the moment an arsonist lights a Molotov cocktail. Then he throws it, and most importantly right now, he runs away.
We want the public to closely look at this person who's running. The reason we want to do that is we want someone, if they can recognize his gaits or mannerisms, the way he runs, the way he carries himself.
Investigators now believe this is the same man caught on camera walking by the rear gate of the mansion moments earlier, the man in the Longhorn baseball cap. They've also released these sketches made from enhancing that video.
That's a camera shot.
And then there's this new video from 4 days before the arson. A white Jeep pulls up to a stop sign. That flash from the back seat is from a camera.
It's our experience, whether you work on an arson investigation or a counterterrorism investigation, is that subjects or lone actors surveil the target before they hit the target. So it's very important that you check not just the video surveillance afterwards, but beforehand.
Investigators say they have connected the owner of the white Jeep Cherokee to an Austin anarchist group, the same group linked to the attempted Molotov cocktail attacks at the RNC convention in Minneapolis just months after the mansion arson. It took months to find this video.
You have to look over everything that you've done before, everything that everyone else has done before, all the evidence that you've had before, and see if there are other strategies that can be imposed.
That's why they're releasing the video now. They don't believe this man was one of the 3 in the Jeep doing the surveillance, and they need to know who he is.
Back live outside the governor's mansion tonight. You'll remember, of course, the mansion was not occupied when the fire was set. Planned renovations had already begun, and they continue, as you see. Those renovations are expected to be finished next year, sometime in 2012, we're told. Now, as for the investigation into who torched this historic building, the investigators are hoping a $50,000 reward will help give someone an incentive if they know the person in these sketches to come forward. Reporting from outside the governor's mansion tonight, Shannon Wolfson, KXAN Austin News.
Looking in depth now, the local anarchist group Austin Affinity was linked to the planned attack at the Republican National Convention in Minneapolis in September of 2008. 2 Austin folks here, David McKay and Bradley Crowder, were convicted 2 years ago for building Molotov cocktails. They never got the chance to throw them at police. An intelligence expert at Austin-based Stratfor says this group fell under incredible federal scrutiny after the RNC plot. He says members of Austin Affinity are likely extremely paranoid about who they talk to, and in general, these types of anarchist groups will travel to help one another out.
They work in very small cells, but they'll help out other activist groups around the country that needs resources and manpower for certain things. So it would not surprise me in the least if they've assisted in some sort of operation somewhere around the country since the Republican National Convention.
Burton says he doesn't believe the group is a credible threat anymore, but he would not be surprised if they were behind the governor's mansion fire.